The Sour Patches, David. Real good, I gotta say. I don't know who brought them, but they're basically gone.
Yadin.
Oh, Yadin?
Yeah,
did?
he brought the whole box, and now they're gone.
They're really good.
Yeah, I'm just cracking into the first one.
I'm gonna turn obese as I keep eating these candies like it's candy.
So much sugar.
It's delicious, I must say.
So Dorado. There's a couple of fun chokes in this mat.
Let's see what they're gonna be choosing. I've seen some Junkrat on defense actually because of the choke.
Really?
There's Spice.
Alright.
In fact, Spice is gonna be opting for the Junkrat. As predicted, 7,000 IQ predictions.
Yeah. I think we knew that was gonna happen.
No. Season 6.
Yeah.
Well, instead, on Black Cat, we have Psychoticon and Meyer running the Soldier Widowmaker comp. Again, I'm not too big of a fan for this, because if you don't have dive with a Widowmaker, then the Widow gets way less space to actually do damage. So you're just hoping that somebody oversteps their boundaries on the other team, and the Widow can punish that. But you're not creating any opportunities for your Widowmaker to do damage.
That's a good point.
So it's going to be tougher for them to run it with a Ryan Zarya comp. Well, on the other side, they're actually going dive with Soldier and Junkrat for skeletons. Let's see if they can get it. Cammy actually going to be contesting the Wid off the high ground at the beginning.
Yeah, Meyer gets picked up
Gonna
right
get
away.
res, but they're not pushing their advantage. Loth gets another kill. This should be going on card right now. And there we go. There's the engage.
There we go.
Chaosinator, but actually it's still a lot of free card push. They finally go down. A bit more space than they could have let up, but it's definitely a successful fight. Doorway actually going to get DMAC'd Cammy. Cammy's been playing a bit too aggressive for my liking. Gets DMAC'd a lot.
Yeah. So it looks they're a little split. I was gonna say skeletons look like they're a little split up on, or Black Cats rather. They've got the high and the low ground there. Do we have the names correct on our?
No.
No, we don't. I'm gonna switch that. Thanks. All right, so we got.
As we change real fast.
Oh yeah, so we've got Black Cats in the blue team there. So we're doing a quick switch on the naming for those of you that are watching.
Pardon the colors, but we're mid-game.
That's okay.
We've
still gotta call the
cast.
action. Yeah, gotta cast.
And in fact, it's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade. Spice now taking down Chailer, and that's gonna be the end for Black Cat's push, for Skeleton's push. I'm getting like mixed up because of the colors myself.
I know.
Get trying in the game, Blitz. Finally, Goose has an Earth Shatter, and that might be what they need to get.
We'll see if he can get a good. Yeah, we'll see if he can get a good position here. I'm thinking if I were Goose, I'd try and sneak around a little bit.
Interesting decision from Black Cats to actually let Skeletons push. Though he actually kills Spice as well. Spice gets res, but they've gotten out of the choke, and that's the hardest thing to do against the Junkrat. Now Junkrat is not getting as much value. As I say, it gets the counter Chailer. Lost with the Transcendence and Shatter, but Goose will get taken down. Here comes the ultimate. That Zarya ult is going to be getting something. Meyer gets one kill into Fission. Might not be enough because of Lot's Transcendence. Doesn't get anything else. Chailer versus Camry. Camry getting the solo kill. That's the support down. Meyer dies as well. Lot, master of those 1v1s. Lot is a really good Zenyatta player. He's ranked right now 4,300 actually on the ladder.
Oh, wow.
So he's got some really good mechanical skills, and that's why he can pull up those 1v1s very consistently. He does, the good thing about having Loth on your team, he doesn't need as much fuel. Gonna get red, but actually Fission with the Visor takes down Irritable.
Loth has been a consistent performer with support season after season.
He is the guy you want on Zen. And the last few metas have actually been very kind to him, as you wanted to run Zen on Dive before, now you want to run him with Mercy. So having Loth on your team in the last few months has just been really good in every scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Now 50 seconds left. Let's see if Skeletons can actually
Let's take a look at Loth
from
from the first person here and see what he's doing. Sit in the back, doing those right-click throws right in there in the corner.
And that's how you can get trends so fast. It just goes and volleys a lot, peeks a lot, but it's always very careful about it. The fight seems like it's gonna start. Again, they're letting them come out of choke for free, which is not really good if you have a Junkrat. Decides to do so. Taylor gonna be poking that trance, try to get a proactive kind of ult. Here comes the ultimate, the Valkyrie from Cipator. Irritable still holding onto his own. Psychotica, however, getting the kill. Doorway, DMAC, and the Diva. Let's see if it's enough. Spice killing Goose and Chaos and Arrow on Doorway, but it might not be enough. Both of those picks are res by Irritable and his Valkyrie ult.
Oh, we got Mercy on Mercy fight up at the top there as well going on.
Might not be enough. Goose and Meyer both getting kills. So important. Out of luck. Skeletons who cannot get the full hold.
Oh, Spice gets kicked off.
The fight just goes on, and we're going to be looking into a second point.
Nice work. I can change the color here real quick too. 'Cause that's throwing me off.
Yeah.
Alright, doing a quick color change here. Keep an eye on Irritable and see what he's up to.
Meyer will be getting the first pick onto Lot. Gets res by Cipator. Res advantage now for Skeletons. Bit of healing. Meyer goes dangerously low, finally dies. Cameron getting the pick onto him. Gets res by Irritable. And Chiller with the 1v1 onto Spice. Psychoticon coming down, gets both supports with his die. And Cameron's mech as well as a little freebie. Cameron goes down.
Skeleton's really hitting their stride right now.
Yeah, after a very, very kind of disappointing first point, they managed to get another snowballing. Can Black Cats even make it to the point? They're gonna be trying, but a contest does come out, and Locke goes into the trance. Is matched by Taylor's own, and there's not a lot of card presence.
Look at
from Black Cats,
Sadicon go
actually.
immediately towards Loth.
Yeah,
That's
he manages
Reaper.
to fend off for himself. Goose getting the kill.
Oh, big
Spice
grab.
gets irritable, but Mercies get traded. Big grab, but there's just not a lot of follow-up. But it's just two tanks on the point. Cannot withstand the damage that 5 members of Skeletons are gonna output. And from what seemed like Black Cat's full hold in,
Let's see what.
here we are on the third point. Meyer getting a little bit of damage, manages to get out.
That would keep an eye on Meyer there and see.
Black Cats hasn't quite gotten.
Yeah.
They haven't switched anything. They're kind of running their heads into a wall right now.
So this is where Maverick always reminds me. He said there's a lot, when you get into this point where they seem to be throwing that same comp at them over and over, it's clearly not working. At this point, you have to go back to the drawing board
Mercy
and have
goes
someone
down.
to say.
Irritable actually dies to Spice, so maybe actually Spice is on the Tracer now. I stand corrected, but Dowie and Goose trading both kills, and now it's a 4v4. Cipator actually gonna get the first res, and a Mercy ultimate. There we go, both reses are expended, as we are in the new patch, with double res instead of 8-second cooldown.
Yep.
But it seems like Goose and Dowie are actually fending off for themselves really well, and they're pushing the card by themselves.
There's Meyer there too, though. Don't forget him.
But Spice and Camure both managed to get 2 kills, and Meyer, Goose, and Irritable go down. Spice coming out with a spicy Tracer play.
Ooh, last minute hold there too.
1 minute left, and now Skeletons still is holding on to some really important ults, however. We can see the Graviton Surge is coming up really fast. Meyer doesn't have bomb, but there's still a lot of follow-up. Psychoticon is going to be getting his die really soon. That's Blossom, that's the actual name. Goose, Irritable, Taylor, all sitting on very, very game-changing ultimates. Well, it's just kind of just fishing a lot on good ults. While Camille can toss in a bomb, see what he can get with it, but he's not going to do so as he gets DMAG. Will use the ultimate, but not going to get anything from it, just using it to get mech back. There comes the Graviton. Only one person in it.
Yeah.
They could have gotten more, but Goose actually is going to come in and get another pick, and Fishing doesn't get to use his technical visor, and that's so important. Meyer, Taylor, and Doorway getting 3 kills. Can they even come out? They haven't used their ultimates. Loth actually decides to come in with the hero play. Transing will stall it, but can't get anything more done. Dies to it. Chaos and Ader just managed to get the grab, but there was some point. And that's going to be an overtime run. Skeletons manages to finish off the map.
Oh. That was A nice run. I didn't think they were going to make it. After that first point,
They managed to snowball really well, and even though they faltered a bit at the end, they managed to pull it back, even with a graviton, less than optimal graviton, let's say, from doorway. They managed to still get really good plays from the rest of the team. And there we go. They managed to run. Casting. Yeah. I gotta cast. It's my turn. Oh no, thanks. Greg still king, Mr. Pick, Werewolves premier support player, offers me fries.
What
But
a
no,
nice
thank
guy.
you. You're very
Hey,
nice.
do you want a vinyl for helping us out with the?
He gave me his vinyl already and stuff, so
I actually gotta play the game thinking of my life.
You want
he
another one?
actually did get
I
played
mean,
the game, so
I'm casting.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, we didn't even get one. All right, all business for Blitzbolt here in the casting booth.
Blizzard, hire me.
All
Thank you very much.
Paid by Blizzard. And these free
I do it
candies
for
are good.
free. Pay me and I'll do better. So Black Cats actually, again, Black Cats, they do like the dive. And dive comp is still very strong, even in this meta. If you look at APAC, if you look at our Apex Challengers, all of these teams in the East, they've been playing on this patch in the last few tournaments, and they've kind of run the same meta that was before, just with Zen and Mercy instead of Lucio and Zen. So dive is still really strong, and I like that Black Cats is trying to do it. Let's see if they can pull it off. It's not an easy comp to actually pull off. It is the
and
most
it's-
effective, but
and you have to be well coordinated.
absolutely.
You can't have people trickle or lose focus.
On the other side, instead, my own Junkrat, he's mentioned to me that he was practicing it. Not like you need to practice Junkrat,
Well, that's right.
but he does have a Junkrat, so we're gonna see it now. Though he usually only plays hitscan. I actually would have liked to see Psychoticon and Junkrat and Myron hitscan, simply because Myron is a really strong hitscan player, but again, and Dive should beat Zarya. Zarya's been a big threat right now, and Dive beats it. If you can focus down Zarya, she dies. She doesn't have much to do. Once that shield is down, and in fact, she's really low on health right now.
And you have a huge gap there in between her shields as well.
8-second cooldowns for the Psychoticon, and Goose actually outputting a lot of damage, getting 2 kills. Cameron's gonna get Goose, gets instantly rezzed, and as Meyer gets another kill, bye-bye Black Cats, your first bush is shut down.
They were looking really good there, but man, they got answered immediately.
Meyer will be sitting onto that Riptire already. A minute into the match, pulled down. He brought down a lot of damage. Let's see if he can get something done. A good Riptire can legitimately just invalidate the push from the other team. Get a support, get a Mercy. And if a team is smart, they're gonna back off. And you've gained 30 seconds, about 30 seconds, for free just off of getting one pick. Taylor actually gonna take down Spice, and the opposite is happening. It's just everyone else getting those picks and invalidating a push from Black Cats as Meyer just decides to be content, just spamming down some damage and holding on to his Riptire. Camry just get rezzed, and of course if you get rezzed you instantly get your mech back. So it's a very smart thing to do.
It's a very, very tight fighting quarters in here, trying to make sure we know who's trading blows, but there's a lot of absorbed damage right now. Oh, and Doorway takes out Fission.
And there comes the doorway. It's huge.
There
The doorway
we go.
wells.
Whoa!
Fence is invalidated. I think Lot is a bit too eager on pulling the trigger. Once you get into a grab, yes, you want to trans, but if you know that a Junkrat has an ult, what do you think's gonna happen? And in fact, Meyer getting the triple kill, saying, thank you, Lot. Nice transcendence you've got there. It's not gonna do anything against burst damage.
And look at the discipline with Meyer holding on to that ult tire as well, because we were watching him there for a little bit. I was expecting him to pull it off there early just to push everyone back, but he waited, held on to it, ready for that grab. That's a disciplined team that's going to win.
Absolutely. Doorway and Meyer actually have been doing it a lot. Even when Meyer's on Tracer, Meyer will just hold off on using an ult, even in a good situation, just to wait for that grab. Because he knows Doorway's going to get it fast. He knows it's going to be good, because Doorway's a pretty good player.
Yeah.
So they decide to not use ultimates in maybe optimal ways just to get the big fight. But Fission gonna be getting Irritable and Meyer with that barrage. And though Meyer trades him and Psychoticon does the same to Spice, there comes out the transform Trailer. It's a 4v4, but there's a res still on the ground for Sipiter and her ult as well. Camir, Camir accidentally emoted!
Oh no!
He's gonna get res, but there's still a Velk.
That was pretty funny.
Shatter.
That's going to be on the replay highlight reel there. Wonder if he has a hotkey.
Chaos
or
and
something. Oh, God.
Chaos and Cameo and Fission actually will be getting some kills. Doorway's gonna come back with Graviton Surge. Let's see if it's on time. It doesn't look like it will be. Finally, Fission gets the kill onto Goose. Fission getting those final blows that Genji's so good at getting. It seems like Skeletons will decide to just let it go, and I think took a bit of time. I gotta say. I think that Black Cats could have done it faster. They just decided not to run their heads into a wall as they were doing, just going through the choke. They could have been around. They decided not to do it, but 11 times the charm.
Yeah.
They managed to do it eventually.
Oh, Portillo's delicious. All right. Oh, and there's the grab. Here we go.
It's good.
And
Meyer goes
tire.
in. Only gets one.
Only one.
Probably because of the payload and how they were all around it, but it seems like it's enough. Skeletons will actually decide to push their advantage and get everything. Is that locked, Transcend? Oh, it better not be. It sure is.
Yep.
Oh,
Loth. Oh. He's got stellar aim, but I don't know if that needed to be thrown there.
A couple of less than optimal chances coming up.
So he should, so he probably should have held on to that when they went for this next offensive here.
Absolutely.
Shoot.
As if could have used it in a proactive manner. Now the doorway doesn't have a grab, means Glock doesn't have to wait for the grab to pull the trigger on his Transcendence. Transcend Blade, really good combo. You just follow your Genji. He slices and dices with no worries in the world about being killed. Well, that's not going to happen now.
No. It's going to see what's happening with Goose, our main tank here, is Ryan. Had some pretty good ults earlier.
Spice looking for a little cheeky flank. Let's see if he can get anything. Actually, Chaos is behind them, and they're sandwiching them onto the payload. Fission going to be getting the first kill.
Wow.
Chandler will be popping the Transcendence. Doorway actually getting the kill onto Fission. Meyer taking down Chaos. And it's another fight won by them. There's the big shatter from Goose. Actually, Sipper deciding to go for the double res. Black Cats is going all in, but Skeletons using their ults very smartly, and they just trade back on some ults. They decide, no, this is not gonna happen. Black Cats, sit down, and there goes the Valkyrie. And now Skeletons is actually looking on to using their own Valkyrie in the next fight.
This looks like a lot. I was going to say, this looks like we're dealing with a lot of alt management issues here, I would say. It looks like there's a lot of, when it really comes down to it, this match has been a lot about those ults rather than the individual fights.
A little bit of ult economy fixing could do wonders. Both these teams, Loth going to be getting Meyer, and he has a trance. So if Doorway decides to go and pop the Graviton Surge, Meyer doesn't have follow-up, so it means that the trance will actually manage to invalidate it.
Looks like this might be going over to Skeletons this round.
Let's see what happens in the last fight. Loth actually using a very early trance. That means that now the Doorway has the Graviton Surge. He can
toss it in there. Yeah.
But there's no follow-up. If he does it now, it's a wasted grab. And actually, the kills are going to be coming out. And Black Cats will look to fight Skeletons on the very last inch of this point. Fission manages to get a kill onto Psychoticon. Spice gets res, and now the entire team of Black Cats is here, ready for the last fight. Doorway is roll. He's trying to be kept alive. Is he gonna make it? He actually does. Oh. The trance is gonna save him, but it's 3-9.
Oh, and they make it.
Such good play from the supports of Skeletons, keeping Doorway alive so he could go and use that Graviton Surge to win the fight. But no one's on point.
No one's there. Oh. Wow.
Like, so much for that. And now Black Cats actually has the advantage.
Good job, Black Cats, yeah.
Black Cats sticking to the cards, spacing everybody from Skeletons out of that point.
So Skeletons here, let's zoom. I was going to scoot around back here to take a look at what they're doing with their positioning. So it looks like they're falling back enough to try and get a better position to, once again, maybe fall down on Black Cats, perhaps?
At this point, Doorway just needs to use that grab.
Yeah.
He's been holding on to it for a long, long time. And Fission getting the quad kill!
No,
unassisted!
Wow.
Unassisted quad kill with the ult from Fission. Doorway still holding on to the grab. Well, there's 5 ultimates. they're gonna be on the table for Black Cats. Well, there's not that much for Skeletons. There's just a Graviton Surge, but doesn't matter when Loth already has a new trend.
Is this going to be it? Are they going to break down to the top 2 here?
Is it gonna happen? 2 kills, both Mercy and Soldier.
Camyort's left.
Eventually,
on that
yes. The Graviton comes down, but Loth already has a second trance. Actually, didn't use it in Grab, but he's gonna use it for everything else.
Just Goose. Meyer
gonna be trying to stall. Here comes Irritable again, gets killed after getting 1 res. Doorway is gonna be up, but he doesn't have charge as he gets res. Chaosinator and Fission getting 2 kills. Just Meyer against the world. He's discorded. Sipiter getting the chain heal with a Valkyrie. Meyer gonna be alone. Out comes Trailer, switching to the Genji from the Zen just to get back to point. Block, fragging out, gets both DPS picks. Spice getting the kill on Reinhardt. Lucius alone.
Lucio.
It's not gonna be enough. And finally, Sekaragan doesn't make it. And Black Cat will be going to the finals.
Black Cats,
facing
finals.
Slimer.
Black Cats go to finals. Wow. No. Well, that's best. That's 2.
2-0.
That's 2 for Black Cats.
It's
Oh
not
my God,
stupid.
that's right. They capped. They both capped.
They both
so they
capped.
both have to go. Yeah. Wow.
Greg with the clutch, and I'm actually wrong.
Yeah. Wow. That's okay. Yeah.
Oh no.
So just to bring you up to speed on what I thought was happening there was that they did not get the 3rd cap point. I think we were both thinking the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was so in the moment.
Yeah.
I was so in the moment, but it just.
So they each have 1 minute now.
Okay, let's see how this turns out.
Wow.
Oh man, how embarrassing, as Winston would say.
That's all right. That's the joy of having a live cast.
Absolutely. You get the good and the bad, Asian Ninja. Oh man, now Skeletons and Black Cats both only have 1 minute. So we know that high damage comps might be what they need to just stall out the fight, maybe get 1 or 2 ults, and just put a nice ending to it. We see a Psychotic on that farm, Myron Tracer. Everybody's kind of under comfort picks right now.
Yeah.
On the side of Skeletons, while Black Cats.
Just kind of seeing what Spice was going to do over here.
Black Cat's
All right,
actually
here they
opting
go.
again for that Junkrat spam com. This is
Skeletons making a good run in the back here.
some Meyer. Chiller, actually.
30
To
seconds.
kill Sipiter goes down. Though he has a lot of ultras, maybe he might get a grab by the end of this. More kills coming out, and it seems like the defense are just not working out as expected. Look at this, Spice is actually on card, meaning that they haven't pushed it that much. Actually, Spice fragging out, 3 kills coming out from him as he waits for the rest of his team to come back. And now we're at the end. The bomb's not gonna do much. Spice falls, Doe gets rezzed. Remember that Skeleton has spawn advantage. They can get a good fight. 5 people from Black Cats are gonna be getting to the point right now.
Look at that Winston work going on in the back there. Very nice.
Finally, people
That's
getting on
good.
card. Diva goes down. And there comes the Graviton Surge. Only Chaosinator in it, though we hear Doorway yelling big grab. Wasn't that big, but it's gonna be enough. And Skeletons will be taking the point.
Since we are in OT,
Jailer with a... Man, man, these Zenolts just... Ouch. These Zenolts are just not going out that well.
right, Skeleton's on quite a run here.
They are, but look at this. Now Loth has trans, Chaos sitting on that Shatter while only the Barrage and maybe the Monkey Primal Rage to contest those. So right now, Black Cats has the ult advantage. If they can get a nice, clean 6v6 fight where the user ults as they're supposed to, this is their fight to win. Let's see if it happens, however. Actually, Barrage, if done well, can actually pierce through trans. So.
And all they need to do here is get them off the payload.
The bubble will go down now. It's a free shatter for Chaos. Let's see if he pulls the trigger. There's a lot. Is he gonna do it? Psychotic on getting the kills locked onto Meyer. Rezes come out. And actually, there's the kills come out. No ults needed from everybody. Fission, Chaosinator, getting the frags that they need. And he's just swinging the hammer, and there it is. That's the end of it. They run about half of the map. This is doable for Black Cats, but it's not easy at all.
Well, I don't think either team has made it easier for each other this whole match, but I think we're definitely seeing two teams that use that ults to their advantage. So I think we're going to have to see another nice combo, mambo, if you will. And mambo. Sorry, no one can see the candy we're eating here.
We have Mambo candy.
Yeah. Or oh no, it's Mamba.
That's an A.
I tried.
We tried.
Yeah, I think
it was a good. I must say it was a good effort.
I tried. It's a good effort. We're trying. Yeah. So I think what we're going to see here is if they can align their ults correctly, you can see Black Cats do a nice run back and maybe match or exceed this. But Skeletons made it really difficult because you're right. Half the map run there. That's tough. They basically hit 2 checkpoints with a minute.
Absolutely. And actually, we saw Skeletons up for some really cheesy comps in the past. Especially for these overtime holds, for this like round 4 hold.
Yeah.
But they're not going for it. Meyer and Psychoticon actually opting on the same picks that they had on the normals, on the regular time. Spice onto Widowmaker, we have not seen this. This is new. Let's see if we can do anything. And now they're running the dive with Widowmaker, so the space can be made. Maybe Spice is going to be opting onto the flank. We don't know yet. Let's see what comes out. Junk Sam is going to start coming down. Spice looking for the first picks behind Shield. There's nothing going on right now. Both teams kind of staring at each other. It seems like Spice is actually just going to sit in the backline, which is really not what you want to do as Widow at this point.
Yeah.
Unless they can get a really solid dive in, then yes, you can get some more extra damage from it. You get kills. Goo's really low. Gonna get healed up. It's not enough damage. Chiller getting the first frag onto Fission, and he's very, very in the enemy team's backline, so he cannot get res, save for an almost reckless play from Sipiter.
Skeleton's keeping him off really well here.
And that's what they're doing. They're just bashing their head against the wall again.
Yep.
They're running into a junk comp, just like they did in regular time, and they're still trying to go into the choke. The Meyer's just so beautifully controlling with those grenades. They're not looking to go anywhere else. Here comes a Graviton Surge. Loss is going to deny it, but actually it's a lot of damage. Fission with a double kill. Goose will be taking out Chaos and double tire. Beautiful double res. And this map is going to go to Skeletons. We're going to map 3.
Get that. All right.
We're going to map 3, and that's going to be
Hanamura.
Hanamura.
Yeah.
We're going to watch these two teams battle it out on 2 CP. Woo.
Jeez.
They're very close. They're going at it. Meyer. Probably going to see a tire come out, or maybe some... Yeah, it's going to be a little...
Very well behind schedule.
Damage onto the grab. And the tire to finish it off, getting the double kill in the overtime.
All right.
Just finishing off the game.
All right.
And now, as we wait another bio break for our teams, it's tied 1-1 exactly. We're going to Hanamura, Dranamura. Loved by like 2 people in the world, hated by everybody else. Let's see if they can make it. Both teams. Huh?